Today, I'm going to do a version of my favorite show, house hunting. Let's go.
Hello, hello. It's Cha Jones, and I am an intercultural consultant as well as an expat living in Malaysia. Today, I want to do a video on hunting because I just did the process a couple weeks ago, and so I thought I would share a video of what it was like to do a house hunting. And so let me just, before I go into what the apartment looks like and the process, I want to talk about how you actually go about getting a house in Malaysia. And I'll also discuss like some rentals and rental fees. So in Malaysia, you can pretty much get apartment for $200-300 if that's what you desire. Um, but I would say the average would be anywhere from 7 to 3. Like that's pretty decent. Um, and it really just depends on what you want. So for me, I actually went to a website and I put some filters in to get the apartment that I currently have. And basically, I said I wanted something newer. So I put 2000 and I think I put 2019, 2020 to 2024. And this unit came up, which basically was brand new. So they started building a couple years ago and they finished a couple months ago. And so it's brand new. I'm the first person to actually live in this particular unit. The unit, there are 4 blocks, A, B, C, D, and E, and most of the units are empty. So on my particular floor, there's probably 7 units. Only 2 are occupied, and so I have a neighbor that's down the hall, and no other neighbors. So there are a lot of things that are currently being worked on. And just to be transparent, when I actually moved in to this unit, I ordered the internet prior to me moving in. And when they came to do the internet, they couldn't do it because there was something that like a wire or fiber that hadn't been completed or needed to be done on the end of the actual building maintenance. And so that was a process. So I'll probably do a video on that because yeah, I had to be very American. And just like, nope, I need internet. I can't do it. So I went like about 4 days without internet, but we got it done. Some other things I would say, when you're renting, you have to be mindful that um, you are going to pay the realtor. So I believe that you pay half of the realtor's fees and then the owner pays half. You also put 2 deposits, so your first and last month, and then you also put a security deposit. So basically it comes to be 3 deposits. And then let's see, there is a deposit for your utilities as well. So that's what you would need if you're going to rent. Again, I didn't look at a lot of apartments. I did have a friend who was looking at apartments as well, and so I would go along with her, and we probably looked at 4 or 5 different units, and then she ended up looking because she didn't rent anything. She ended up looking for a couple more units without me. But when I saw this unit, I saw one other unit before this unit, which was downstairs, so it was all in the same sitting. And that particular unit, again, was brand new as well. Um, they looked similar, however, the floor plans were different. That was more of like a Jack and Jill. You had two bedrooms, um, one on one side of the building, the other on the other, and then the bathroom in the middle with a large corridor of a lot of storage and closet space. So that closet was way better. Now, the living room was just an open box floor plan, still nice. The other change is since that was only one bathroom, it did have a half bathroom that I liked that was at the beginning of the unit. And I actually think I have a video that I might add to the very end so you can see the comparisons between what I actually rented and then what I saw. So I saw those 2 units and then I knew this is the one I wanted. So What else would I share in the experience? It was fairly seamless. I didn't, again, I saw what I wanted. I really knew what I wanted, and then I just decided, and it took like a couple days for me to actually secure this unit and move forward. Um, and so I do pay utilities. And in this particular unit, it's like 3,300 ringgit, which is about $700. So if you just divide the 3,300 by five, that's about, and it depends on, it fluctuates with the currency uh, as it is right now. So fluctuates between like $4.50, $4.75 to $5. And so that is where we are. So right now I'm going to show you the actual unit. I did video this actually really fast, but I'll also put the video that I also had of the actual unit that I saw prior to coming to view it, and then I'll show you the amenities that I have to use. So on the third floor, there are a couple pools. There's a gym for each block. So there's four gyms. And then there is a large gym that I don't get to show, but maybe I'll do a video on the amenities later, where it's a larger gym for everybody to use. And in that particular gym, they have the male locker room and the female locker room. You have lockers. You also have a large dressing room, and then there is a sauna, a dry sauna. So that's there. And then there's the game room. There is a cafe, which I'll show you briefly. And then there's a light, what they consider a library, which is like an open internet place if you just want to like go do co-working and stuff like that. Then there's also a children's play area. There's kind of like two, I guess. There's also a kiddie pool, but it's kind of tucked away. There's basketball courts. There's so many different amenities. The one thing I don't like about this particular building is that in Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur, there are amenities. Like if you live in a high rise building like this that I'm about to show you, then there are amenities that are normally on the ground floor, like 7-Eleven, I don't know, maybe a couple like local Malay eateries or restaurants. There might be like a coffee shop, things like that. And then oftentimes in most of these larger buildings, it's a whole entire mall underneath. So you have lots of things to do. And this particular building, since it's brand new, there is a pizza restaurant slash coffee house that is at the like on, I guess it's block B at the beginning when you first come into the corridor. And with that, next door, they started putting in a 7-Eleven or a convenience store, and they're stocking it should be open in the next few days. And so I see that there are different vendors that are starting to move in. So once that happens, and there's things that actually, you have in addition to the amenities, you have things that you can get to quickly. Now, I do live close to all the embassies, so I live next door to the Korean embassy and also a Malay elementary school. So I can see the children going to school looking down. I also have a view of the city, which I'll put a night view so that you can see how pretty it is at night. But I also kind of do a smooth transition so you can kind of see outside the window, but I'll show you the actual view at night. So let's go. Let's take a look. Here we go.
All right, I'm moving quickly, but this is the living room. Here you go. And it's an open floor concept where you have the living room, the dining room, you see my view, the kitchen, and then in the back, you will also see the laundry room. And here is the first bathroom. This is my son's bathroom. It's a full bath with shower. And then this is his bedroom. It came with a bunk bed that's way too big. I moved it around so it's more room. This is my actual bedroom. Um, you can see that I do have storage, but not nearly as much as the other apartment. But again, it does have a view. And then I'll open up some of the storage so you can slightly see. The one thing I don't like is there's no storage for like dresses. Um, so it's only the half version. So your clothes are not dangling. In my bathroom, I have the shower. So it's a full shower with two different heads, the sink, toilet, and then I love this. After living in Mexico, baby, you just love bathtubs, okay? And then between the two bedrooms, there is this little nook, which is like my office, and that's where I'm sitting right now. And the other thing is, it's like centralized air conditioning, so you don't have those actual units. And so let's go through the kitchen. This is the laundry room. This is a washer slash dryer. It takes forever to dry, but I'm starting to get used to it. And I got a little system I got going on. Now, here is the third floor, which is where my amenities are. It's like a sitting area. There is a barbecue area. I didn't put that on here as well. And then there's like the smaller pool. This is like the kiddie pool right to the right. And then you'll see in front of me is a lap pool. And in front of that, which I'll go around the corner and you'll be able to see that there is the gym. And in front of me is a basketball court. It's a full basketball court. I've never seen anybody play out there. But they also have towers where you can go stand and look at the city as well. Um, Lookout points is what they call them. But that's the gym for my particular building. And then each building has its own gym, like smaller gym. And around the corner here, I'm going to show you. So you'll see in the distance the kiddie park. Um, yeah. So the kiddie park, which is closer to my unit, which I like. Um, there's also, oh, it's a tennis court over there. I didn't even think about that. But around here, you'll see the sitting area where you can just kind of chill out. And the barbecue grill is to the left right there. And then this is the cafe where you can have events and things like that. This is the larger pool. I love this pool. There's two sides. The pool's not that deep, it's like 4.5 feet probably. And but you can kind of sit out, sunbathe, do your thing. But you can see on the other side that there is a gym. And you can see that the buildings are about 30. I think it's 38, 39 floors. I'm like on the 21st floor, which is ideal because I'm not all the way to the top. Um, but here's the kiddie park as well. And that's pretty much as far as the amenities. There again, there is another floor downstairs where they have more amenities, and one day I'll do a video about that. So that's my apartment, y'all. All right. As promised, I wanted to show pictures of the view at night. Here you have it. And if you're interested in living in Malaysia, this is what you can have, and this can be your view too. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.